Hello everyone and welcome back to the New York Empoleon's Week 2 Battle of the BBR. Week 2, you say? Yes, that's right. We have been invited as a replacement coach for Dell, who is stepping aside from the league for personal reasons. We are picking up a team that is 0-1 right now. But I got to make a lot of changes to it. I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be a good time. But we are jumping in Week 2. It's only, I think, a 7 or 8 week season. It's very short. Maybe it's 8 weeks. I'm doing 7, and that's where I got that number from. So it's a very short league. Shouldn't be anything like an intense commitment or anything. And we're just going to have some fun with it. I mean, obviously, this is a team that I'm picking up from somebody else. I don't do that very frequently. But we're also going to be doing a little bit more editing. We're going to be a little bit more like actual YouTube content for this because I haven't done that in a little while. And I've got that itch back to do a little bit more of it. We will be playing in the BBR now, as well as joining a couple of other leagues down the road. There's another league starting up in February, so keep an eye out for that. And then I will be also doing a lot of YouTube content for that league. I believe I'll also be live streaming for that one. This one I will not be live streaming for. So it'll all be YouTube focused, but I will be doing a more intensive upload for both of these leagues. So I'll be doing more effort in my uploading style and then just like more editing and stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hopefully it looks good. Comments are obviously appreciated. Anyway, my opponent's team this week. My opponent is the Portland Nightshaders, coached by John Jr. I will have my more standard intro later, but I just wanted to give a little bit of background as to why I am joining this league in Week 2. And my opponent's team is Dragapult, Kilowattrel, Chi-Yu, Tinkaton, Landorus Therian, Brambleghast, Slitherwing, Scizor, Alolan Muck, and Slowbro. We do get one Terra Captain in this league, and it can only choose 2 types. They do not have to be Stab, which is kind of interesting. So my opponent's is Kilowattrel, and it can only Terra into Water or Ice. My team, I'm not going to introduce you to the whole team because it's just a waste of time. So you're going to see the 6 that we have here, and they are Heatran, Ursaluna, Walking Wake, Rillaboom, Iron Boulder, and Torkoal. Those are all on my roster. And then I have more Pokemon on my roster as well, which you will hopefully see throughout the next weeks. Just a heads up, as of right now, my Terra Captain is Pheasantipity, which is not here this week, and will probably change because I don't think Pheasantipity needs to be a Terra Captain. But I left that from my previous predecessor, and I decided just to figure it out later. I have more transactions if I need to. So I have some mons that are better Terra Captains, I think, in my opinion, and so I might switch it over to one of those. But as of right now, it's Pheasantipity, which means I do not have a Terra Captain coming this week. That said, again, this is going to be a more interesting upload-focused league, so if you like the editing style or if you think there's anything I can add to it, I try to take comments from previous seasons and stuff going on that can help me improve my editing content. And so there's going to be lots of information, obviously my opponent's team, my opponent's logo, my sets, and stuff like that come up on the screen regularly. Similar to how I did the GBA, but maybe a little bit less editing than the GBA. That was a lot of work, but we're going to jump into this. It's my first real DLC 2 experience. There's a ton of new stuff that I am certainly not at all prepared for. But we do have some fun sets this week, like Custap, Torkoal, which should be my lead. I'm not even looking right now at my opponent's roster and what they're bringing, but we're going to jump that. That'll be up on screen and everything, and I'll read off in a second. But I need to put these in the calcs, and I forgot to do that because I'm out of practice. Okay. So my opponent's team is Landorus, Scizor. Why is the Landorus so small? Why is the Landorus so small? Scizor, Slowbro, Tinkaton, Dragapult, and Chi-Yu. Which is nice because they didn't bring a lot of their priority stuff. Alolan Muck, Slitherwing, Brambleghast all get priority. And no Kilowattrel means not having to worry about Terra for them either. So yeah, Torkoal is probably going to lead because I really want rocks in this matchup. It can live basically any one hit, and then it can fire off a Custap boosted attack of some kind, either now or later. It does give Walking Wake the Sun as well as Heatran. Yes, it also gives Chi-Yu the Sun, but it's not really a Sun team right now. Torkoal has Drought, but it's mostly just using that to weaken like Slowbro as a lead against it, and just give its fire moves just like an artificial boost. I am running Weather Ball just because it's stronger than Flamethrower. And again, Drought does give me some good coverage options, like Walking Wake getting to be more powerful. And we do see it as the Landorus Therian leading. And we can get a lot of information about its set right off the bat. as we are going to see the drought comes up. Earthquake should not kill me, so we're going to set up Stealth Rock here. And then after Sandsear Storm certainly shouldn't kill me. Little surprised to see that. I guess it's a special set. Unfortunately, what it did do is leave me a little bit high for Custap range. And hilariously, that makes me want to not just sack this for no additional value. I think they might predict that, though. I don't know if they'll go for another Sandsear Storm. I mean, it's free, I guess, right? Because it's like nothing switches in to a ground move. And they're clearly avoiding the Earthquake button because of the possible Rillaboom, which I did bring. I could go into Ursaluna here, and if it burns me, right? Like, that's fine. I have a Flame Orb anyway. Sandsear Storm is not doing very much. If it U-turns, I still get my Flame Orb to pop. And it leaves me my Torkoal to set up Sun later if I need it, or to just be Death Fodder, which it could very well be. But I'm okay taking a small hit from the Landorus here if I need to. And it was burned by the Flame Orb, so didn't get the hacks, but burned me anyway. They do have a Dragapult, so Facade is not 100% free, but I think it's better to click than Crunch here. I'm not intimidated right now, so Crunch is doing a ton. I could just Swords Dance, but I don't think that's better. I could Facade, and then just like if the Dragapult comes in hard, wow, that's a bold play, which I think I'm going to do. They could go into Tinkaton, but I would love big damage on Tinkaton here. And like, I'm still 2 KOing a Tinkaton, so I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm not intimidated. I do expect them to switch out as a result of that. There's the U-turn, so we know it's not Scarf. And they could go Dragapult. They could, honestly, I could see the Dragapult coming in here. Scizor could come in. Tinkaton could come in. But I think Facade is just my strongest click. And Stealth Rock, we know it's not Boots on Scizor. That's good to know. And just huge damage on the Scizor. Just massive damage. I could have Headlong Rushed. That would have been a crazy play. And then the Scizor would just be dead, which would be wild. This is a chance to go back into Torkoal. And potentially, I mean, they could knock off. I'm expecting maybe like a close combat, though, and Torkoal probably dies to that. But again, Torkoal is sort of a sack at this point, regardless. And if they do go for a U-turn or a Bullet Punch, I do get a Custap boosted attack off, which would be really, really cool. Like, I'm going to live a U-turn here. Defog. Okay. So they show me Defog. They could go for a close combat now. What do they have behind this? I do want rocks, though. Chi-Yu is too scary. And I think it's more important than just, like, an immediate attack. Because if they go for, like, a Bullet Punch, or if they don't have close combat, right, and they just do, like, some attack that doesn't do very much and puts me in range of... It's like, really unfortunate that I'm at 35% instead of 25%, because it means I just can't fire off attacks, like one free attack with this, and instead it means that like I could just die to a close combat. But if that happens, so be it. Like, Sun was not like my main strategy in this particular week. I can go into Walking Wake from here. There's close combat. Oh, I lived it. Oh, that's so good. I mean, they'll probably Bullet Punch, so I might switch out, but that's so good. That's crazy. This thing is so bulky. They might Defog. They might not Bullet Punch. Do they Bullet Punch here? There's no reason they Bullet Punch here, right? They don't predict this. They don't predict... They don't... Oh, they don't predict Custap, right? I don't think they predict Custap. I don't think they Bullet Punch. Let's go! Let's go! Those rocks are up to stay! Oh, that's huge. I might die to the recoil, and if I die, that's totally fine. Torkoal kills Scizor with Flare Blitz, and Torkoal dies to Life Orb recoil, or to Flare Blitz recoil, excuse me. Hitting Scizor in case that matters. I don't know how this league's keeping stats, so that's fine. There's no Sun. And that means Shiu's not boosted. Rocks are here to stay. And Scissor's gone. That's incredible. So Dragapult could come in here. That makes Walking Wake a little bit sketchier. Landorus could come in here, which makes Walking Wake a little bit better. Those are the two big ones. Slowbro could also come in, but I would be a little surprised to see that. I think I'm going to go Walking Wake here. I mean, if Dragapult comes in, that's fine. It is Landorus, and I know it's not Choice Scarf. So we are going to be able to fire off a hit from Walking Wake. Hydro Steam just kills. I am Assault Vested. I could just click Knockoff as well, but Earthquake's doing a lot of damage. It could be bulky Landorus, but after Rocks, I don't know if it's Assault Vest. If it's Assault Vest, then it's going to like live a hit, but if after Rocks, like, I could kill with Hydro Steam anyway. I could just flip turn 2 to not worry about taking a big hit from this. But I don't really want anything getting burned or attacked here except this, so I might as well just Hydro Steam. They could go Slowbro. And then I could just knock off. Like, that was... The plan with this before the game was to click Knockoff because you know Slowbro's coming in. But it's tempting to just, like, kill a Landorus. And I can still just attack this thing with a Knockoff here. You know, we'll just get a little Hydro Steam off. And then just click Knockoff. And then we can Draco, potentially in the Slowbro. Based on how much that did... I don't think this thing is like Assault Vested or anything, it's just maybe specially defensive. It could be Assault Vested and physically defensive, that's possible too. That did like a little chunk, so... Draco's not killing from there anyway, Knockoff's doing decent damage and giving me a lot of information about its set. And that's going to be really, really nice, just to have the Slowbro crippled. Like, I don't know what this thing's doing back to me. It's not like a Psychic's killing me. I have an Assault Vest on. Like, Thunder Wave, I guess, would be, like, worst case scenario here. So I guess that's, like... But if they had it, I feel like they'd click it very quickly. Just doubles out. Doesn't want to deal with whatever I'm about to do. Goes out into Jair. Tinkaton. Okay. Which we are going to knock off the Akka Berry. Okay. I don't want to take a Play Rough, but I know I outspeed you, so I can just Flip Turn, but it reveals that I have Flip Turn. I can't really go Heatran yet because you could Earthquake. So I'm just going to Flip Turn. I would reveal that I have Flip Turn, but I don't know I'm not too worried about that. Little chunk to Tinkaton. I could go Heatran. Earthquake. You are clearly a Heatran answer. That's the thing. But are you predicting the Heatran to come in hard here? Maybe. I could go Ursaluna. I don't think Ursaluna is going to do a lot for me at this HP because it doesn't outspeed anything except the Slowbro. So I'm just going to go Ursaluna and then I'll go Heatran safely. There's a knockoff. That's fine. I think Gigaton Hammer is probably going to kill an Ursaluna from here. But I still want to just attack this with Assault. Right? Or Headlong Rush. One of the two. I'm gonna have Assad here. Yeah, there's Gigaton Hammer. So knowing it can't Gigaton Hammer again. Kills Ursaluna with Gigaton Hammer. We do have access to Iron Boulder. Gigaton Hammer can't come out. Earthquake's certainly not coming anywhere near killing. We outspeed as well, and Earthquake should take out a Tinkaton, and we can also set up a Swords Dance here. So that's an option. I could go Heatran, which can live one Earthquake, but I kind of want to go Iron Boulder here, knowing that you cannot click Gigaton Hammer. And I could just EQ, but Lando's probably coming in. And so part of me wants to Sword Dance for the Landorus switching. And that way I get to +1. And then I'm doing a ton of damage. I might die to an Earthquake though. So do I just Mighty? I'm gonna Sword Dance here. I don't think they're that defensive of the Landorus. They're also special. They go slow, bro. Wow, Mighty Cleave does a shockingly little amount of damage to Slowbro at +2. That's crazy. Foul Play kills me, but Scald doesn't. I think I just want to attack. I just want to Mighty Cleave here. I could Protect and Scout, but... Meh. Meh. Mighty Cleave. Rocky Helmet. Thunder Wave. They do have it. I'm just gonna Mighty Cleave again, I think. There's no switch into that. Like, Tinkaton can come in, I guess, but I have a BBR Berry, so I still stay in and just click Earthquake on the Tinkaton, if it does come in. I still outspeed the Slowbro, I'm pretty sure, so I just have a free attack here. And I think they're gonna switch it out, probably into Tinkaton. But given that I have the BBR Berry, like, Adamant, Gigaton Hammer shouldn't ever come anywhere near Okoing. And then Earthquake can kill it, so that would just be an extra kill for this. Getting the Tinkaton out of the way. And, you know, game continues. Obviously, there's still problems. I still have lots of problems. My opponent's team is still very scary and very healthy, but they do switch out. And they go out into what looks like Landorus to go to put me to +1. Let's find out how bulky you are. Okay. Rough. That's rough. I live 1 Sandsteer Storm, but I don't kill back, probably. But I don't think I have a choice here. I think I just have to Mighty Cleave anyway. That's rough. They can just U-turn and go into Tinkaton now, too. And then they'll put me in range with the U-turn of Gigaton Hammer. That's unfortunate. And being only at +1, this Mighty Cleave's never going to kill. They go Slowbro. She takes rocks. Mighty Cleave. Okay, take a little Rocky Helmet. There's no sense in Earthquaking here because they probably go Landorus. So I just have to accept the Rocky Helmet chip, which is fine. That's tough. That damage would have been huge on the Landorus. I don't know if it would have killed, but it certainly would have been huge. And it's going to set me back a little bit trying to figure out how to kill that Landorus. Walking Wake is going to be very important. It comes down to whether the Dragapult is physical or special. If it's physical, Dragon Darts can Oko me. If it's special, Draco Meteor cannot. But I do still have the Heatran for the Dragapult. And if I had taken out the Landorus, then Heatran looks really, really good in the remainder of this matchup, and I could potentially just fire off a Magma Storm, miss, get the Blunder Policy to pop, etc. But in comes the Landorus. Take some stealth. Like, see, it wouldn't be able to do this. It would just be dead. Holy moly. Holy moly. Molder. Holy Molder. Alright, that's fine. I don't have a switch here. I just let this go down, I think. I don't think there's a way that I can finesse that in any other scenario, so we're just gonna Mighty Cleave here. Holy Molder, Batman. We're just gonna let this go down. There's the U-turn. I think this kills. Yeah. Landorus, T kills, Iron Boulder. with U-turn. Let's see what they go into here, because that will dictate what I go into. They go into Slowbro. What's it at? Is that like 20%? Like, is this my moment to go Rillaboom or Heatran? Because they have Thunder Wave, so I can't, like, set up a Swords Dance with Rillaboom. I would just have to Grassy Glide. Because I can't let it get paralyzed. Like, that was crazy. I could go Heatran here and just Dark Pulse. It would kill the Slowbro. They're going to go into Landorus probably, which is still very healthy. I have to go Walking Wake, let it take damage, the U-turn. Like, that's a bad situation. I could go into Rillaboom and just click Grassy Glide, which I think is the only play that I have, realistically, because it doesn't let anything come in for free. They could switch this out. And so then Swords Dance would make me feel a lot better. But I can't risk getting paralyzed here. I just can't afford to be paralyzed, so I have to Grassy Glide. Swords Dance would have been the better play. Chi-Yu probably comes in here, realistically. Lando comes in. Yeah, Swords Dance would have been real nice here. That said, I just got put into a really tough spot there. U-turn's not coming anywhere near killing. I could just Grassy Glide again and kill the Landorus. And then switch this out later. I think I'm going to do that. I think we're just going to Grassy Glide here. I don't really lose much. And Landorus going down just opens the door for Heatran in a way that Landorus being alive, it's not. So that's very important for my endgame scenario, is for Landorus to not do this. Rillaboom kills Landorus with Grassy Glide. Slowbro could just come back in here, maybe. That's probably Chi-Yu. And it's not Boots. So I think I just have to Grassy Glide, right? Like, I could Protect, but I could go Walking Wake, I guess. Walking Wake should eat any single hit from this, and then I can just Flip Turn. They could double into Dragapult, which would be a really cool play, but I'm just going to go Walking Wake here. If I was at +1 attack, I might consider just Grassy Gliding, but there's Dark Pulse. What? What? Did you get knocked off at some point? Like, what happened there? Are you just not holding an Assault Vest? What? He must have got knocked off at some point. I don't remember that happening. What showed me knockoff? Oh, Tinkaton did. Did Tinkaton not? No, Tinkaton didn't. It knocked off Ursaluna. What? Did I just not start the game with an Assault Vest? I'll have to go back and check the tape there. Because that's bizarre. I mean, I think it's Specs. Which means my only chance of winning this game, period, is missing this Magma Storm. Hilariously. Hilariously, my only chance of winning this game is missing this Magma Storm. They could switch out if they think I'm going to Earth Power and be Scarf or something. I don't know what happened there. Did I just not have an Assault Vest? Because I was supposed to be AV. I landed the Magma Storm. That's very unfortunate. I think it's dead, though. Heatran kills Tinkaton. Magma Storm. I think I needed to miss that Magma Storm, I'm not going to lie. When did I lose my Assault Vest? I'm still confused about when I lost an Assault. Like, what? Did I just not have one? Tinkerton used knockoff on Ursula and knocked off my... But Tinkerton never stared down blocking weight, did it? Blocking weight was still full health. Did I just not gen an Assault Vest in? Did it get, like, thiefed? By something? I am genuinely confused what happened there. I think I just Dark Pulse here. I don't think I have a choice. They could just switch out again, but nope, they stay in. They're scouting for Scarf, which is a smart play. I'm not Scarfed, but I do kill Slowbro with Dark Pulse. So Chi-Yu... Oh boy, this is a weird situation. I think I Earth Power. I don't think I Magma Storm if the Chi-Yu comes back in. And then I'm just really reliant on... I'm really reliant on not getting flinched. Because it would have to lock into Dark Pulse. Then Earth Power brings it down into range where Rillaboom kills it. I think Rillaboom should live one hit from Dragon Ball. Like any single one. Like Draco, Meteor, Choice Specs. I think Rillaboom should live one. So I have to Earth Power here. This would just kill. Dark Pulse, which we tank. We Earth Power. So Chi-Yu has Dark Pulse, and it's definitely Choice Specs. Heatran kills Chi-Yu with Earth Power. And if I just missed that Magma Storm earlier, but we're gonna Dark Pulse here. I'm not gonna let this thing like set up a sub or Dragon Dances for free or anything. Kill me. I bring in the Rillaboom. And then I'm gonna be able to fire off a knockoff for big damage. And then Grassy Glide should go the rest of the distance. They have to fire off a Draco here, which is huge because that means they're at -2 special attack off of this. So Dragapult kills Heatran with the Draco Meteor. But we still have a Rillaboom. Still have a Rillaboom. And Rillaboom has knockoff. And they're at -2. Knockoff. There's another Draco Meteor. I was terrified I was going to crit, I'm not going to lie. I was so ready for that to crit me. And that should just take out a Dragapult. I think it's just specs too. Based on that damage, but... Rillaboom kills Dragapult with knockoff. Oh, I could have looked at the... It told me what the item was, but I didn't. I wasn't looking that closely. But anyway, game was over. It was a 1-0 victory for the New York Empoleon to join the BBR and make that work. That was not a battle. In the middle of that, I'm not going to lie, with the second para, I was like, oh, I don't know how I come back in this battle. It felt very hopeless. And then I found, like, I was like, if I just miss a Magma Storm? I had, like, Flamethrower, so then the Tinkerton dies on the following turn. Slowbro dies to Dark Pulse. Chi-Yu dies to Earth Power. Dragapult dies to Dark Pulse. And I would have been able to just win. If I just missed the Magma Storm, it would have been way less stressful. But Blunder Policy does not make you get +2 speed when you miss. It makes it so you never miss. That is what the item does. The description is lying to you. I swear to God, you cannot miss a move when you are holding a Blunder Policy, because every time you hold a Blunder Policy, you're like, if this mod was at +2 speed, I just win the game, right? Like, that's what you use it for, but that's not what the item does. So don't get tricked by Blunder Policy. It makes your item moves 100% accurate, which might be good. You know, sometimes if you're like, I need a wide lens to like guarantee hit this move, no. Wide lens does boost it by 10%, and that can still miss. I have missed Rock Blast with a wide lens. That is a 99% accurate Rock Blast. I have missed that attack, but I do not miss attacks like Magma Storm while I'm holding a Blunder Policy. I'm telling you what. Thank you all so much for watching. That's going to do it for this week. We are going to be joining the BBR full-time, though, so every week from now on out, you'll be getting New York Empoleon content here on the channel. I hope you're all excited because this league is going to be wild. My team is crazy. I'm having fun with it. It's going to be nuts. Hope you are all pumped for the rest of the season. We are now 1-1. I don't know our differential. I didn't look closely enough at what the first week was, but we are at least 1-1 in the record books. If we just win all our battles, it won't matter what our differential is. So that's the plan. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care, everybody.